So hi Ashwini, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. What about you?
I'm also good. So Ashwini, you have applied for a front-end developer role. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
we'll start with your introduction.
Okay, sir. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself. Ashwini Kasbe, and I am from Nanded. I have completed my BE in Electrical Engineering from MPJ College, Nanded, and my hobbies are singing, reading, and writing. And from last year, I have applied for a front-end developer. That's all about myself.
Okay, so can you just tell me about your experience?
2 years experience.
Okay, okay. And in how many projects did you work?
As a front-end developer, sir.
Yes. Okay. Okay, fine. So can you just tell me about your strengths and weaknesses?
My strengths are adjustive nature, and I am work alone as well as in group.
Okay.
And my weaknesses is there is no self-control when I am in anger.
Okay, but that is not good, no, for
Yes, sir.
working with, because you will work in a project. There will be a team of 10 to 20 members, and if you will get in anger, then you will not see who is standing
Yes, sir.
in front of you.
Yes, sir. I will try to improve myself.
Okay, so what is your goal in next to 2 years? Where do you see yourself?
Mm, my dream is to become a software engineer.
But where do you see yourself in next 2 to 3 years?
Hello.
Yes, where do you see yourself in next 2 to 3 years? Means as a team lead,
Uh, uh,
senior software developer, like that.
as a senior software developer.
Okay, okay, fine. So can you tell me why should we hire you? Because there are a lot of applications of front-end developers. So why do you fit for this role?
Sir, my friends suggest that there are various opportunity in this field, so that's why.
Okay. Okay. So what is HTML?
HTML is a hypertext markup language which is used to creating a layout and website pages.
What are the differences between the previous versions of HTML and the HTML5?
HTML5 is the major revision of HTML4. HTML5 consists of various symmetric tags like a header, section, footer, which improves search engine optimization better.
Okay. What is attribute?
Attribute is which gives information to the browser.
About?
HTML element.
Yes. Okay. What is the basic structure of HTML template?
It consists of HTML elements consist of two tags, that is head tag and body tag.
Yes.
In head tag uh, there is for developer and body tag is for user.
Okay. So there are several tags that we use. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can you tell me some new features that are added in HTML5?
That is audio, video,
And
section, footer, header.
okay, these tags are added, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the anchor tag? Why it is used?
Anchor tag is used for redirecting from one page to another page.
Okay, and if I want to open that new means where we are redirecting in a new tab, then what should we do?
Sorry, sir.
This means I want to open the anchor tag, uh, the link that is present in anchor tag. I want to open in new tab.
Uh, so that's why. That's why we use anchor tag, no?
Yes,
For
but it
one
will
tab.
open in the same tab. Do you know what is target property? Target attribute. Target underscore
Yes,
blank. Why it
yes,
is
sir.
used?
Target, score, self, and target.
Yes, why it is used?
Sorry, sir. I didn't heard for it.
Okay, fine. Okay. So, what is CSS?
CSS is a cascading style sheet which is used to decorate to style the web page.
In how many ways we can apply CSS?
There are the three ways: inline CSS, external CSS, internal or embedded. In inline CSS, we use style attribute inside the body tag, and in internal or embedded, we use the style tag inside the head tag, and in external CSS by using the link tag uh, for the reference of CSS file into our HTML code.
Okay. And what is the difference between inline element and block level element?
In inline element, we cannot apply top and bottom margin, and we cannot apply height and width to the inline element. Inline element starts on same line and same row, and the width of inline element is equal to its content. Examples of inline element are anchor tag and image, and block level elements. Block level elements starts on new line and new row. We can apply height and width to the block level element, and we can apply margin also to all sides. And the width of block level element is equal to the 100% of its parent width. Block level element examples are div and paragraph.
Yes. Okay. Is image is a inline element or a block level element?
Image is a inline element.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So, what is the difference between pseudo elements and pseudo classes?
Pseudo classes it selects the particular state of HTML element, and pseudo elements it selects the particular part of the HTML element. And pseudo classes denoted by the colon, and pseudo elements denoted by double colon.
So what are the examples?
In pseudo classes, first of child, nth of child, first of child, nth of child, last of child, first of type, nth of type, active, over, focus, visited, and in pseudo elements, first line, first letter, before and after selection.
Okay. Okay. Can you change inline element into a block level element?
Yes, sir, by using display inline block property.
Okay. Display inline block and display block. The difference between display block and display inline block. Can you tell me the difference?
By default, display block is by default display block property is available, and
For inline
by
element.
using for inline element.
Yes, my question is, how can we change inline element into a block level element?
By using display inline block property.
Okay. Then what is the difference between display block and display inline block?
Sir, a display block means it appears like a block level element, but this property is not used for inline element.
Display block, I think we
Yes,
can
sir.
use. Okay, fine. You can read after that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So how many selectors are there in CSS?
There are 5 types of selectors in CSS. First is simple selector. In simple selectors, there are 4 types. That is a type selector. Second is ID selector. Third class selector. Fourth universal selector. And second is attribute selector. In attribute selector, there are 6 types. Tag name in a square bracket attribute, and second tag name in a square bracket attribute is equals to value. Third is tag name in square bracket attribute attribute upward sign is equals to value, and third tag name in square bracket attribute dollar is equals to value, and fifth is tag name in square bracket attribute star is equals to value. Sixth is tag name in square bracket attribute is in square bracket attribute is equals to underscore, and third is combinator selector. There are 4 types. First is descendant selector. Second is direct child selector. Third is adjacent sibling selector. Fourth is general sibling selector, and fourth is pseudo classes. In pseudo classes, there are first of child, last of child, nth of child, first of type, nth of type, nth of child even, nth of child odd, and active, link, hover, focus, and visited. In the pseudo elements, there is first line, first letter, before after selection.
Okay. So can you just explain me the difference between simple selectors, ID, class, and tag?
Yes, sir. By using a tag selector, by using the tag name, we can apply the CSS, that is the type selector, and class selector, which is denoted by dot symbol, and we can give the multiple times class to a stable element, and in ID selector, ID is a unique and specificity of ID is higher than the type selector, and ID cannot be used multiple times.
Okay. Can you tell me what is the pointer event property used for?
Sorry, sir, I didn't work for it.
Okay. So why we use iframe tag?
Sir, can you repeat question?
Yes. Why we use iframe tag?
Sorry, sir, I didn't work for it. If will I get chance, then I will try for it.
Okay, fine. So do you know form?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how many input elements are there in form?
Input type text, input type button, input type password, input type email.
Okay, and remaining form elements, can you tell me?
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Okay. So how many positions are there?
There are 5 positions. First is static, second is relative, third is obsolete, four is fixed, and fifth is sticky. By default, any HTML element is a static, and the second is position relative. The box which we take for a reference, that is known as that element we give position relative, and third is position absolute. The box which we want to move at that time we use position absolute, and in fixed position, when we scroll down the page, the box is it is in the fixed position, and it is at the bottom side, and in a sticky position, when we scroll down the page at the top, the elements remain in a sticky position at the top side.
Okay. What is the difference between position absolute and position relative?
Position absolute is used for which we want to move the box. At that time, we use the position absolute, and position relative means the element, the box which you take as a reference.
No, this is not the answer I want. Can you explain in
Is
detail?
we have to which box we have to refer. At that time, we use the position relatives
With
with proper position relative.
huh?
The box which we have to take reference at that time.
Yes. So in position relative, respect to which will take the reference.
Uh, any type, matlab, any type means if suppose if we take the div, and in that div we take box 1 and box 2, and box 1 is used as a position relative, and if we want to use 2, we use position absolute.
Okay. Okay, fine. So can you tell me what is float?
Yes, sir. Float to set an alignment left or right.
Okay. And what is the difference between float and text align?
Sorry, sir, I didn't work for it.
Text align center, text align left.
By using text aligns, by using text align right and text align left, there are means width is not correct, so that's why we are using the float. In a float, to nullify this effect, we use clear both display table and width 100%.
Okay. Okay. So what is JavaScript?
JavaScript is it is a lightweight, interpreted, object-oriented programming language. JavaScript is used for functionality.
Okay. And what is hoisting in JavaScript?
All the declaration in the scope are get shifted at the top of the scope.
What is scope?
Scope means availability and accessibility of any declaration.
What is the difference between functional scope and global scope?
Global scope is a functional scope. Function declares itself. That is called the functional scope. And in a global scope, variables declared in the page are we can it is accessible and available anywhere in the page.
In global scope, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. What is first class function?
A function which stored as a value is known as first class function.
Okay. And if I use variable, okay, means I took one variable x, and in
Hmm.
that we have a first class function. Okay, means x is a
Hmm.
first class function, and I'm calling it uh, where I have declared. Okay, from the top of that means I'm calling it above that. Okay, where we have
Hmm.
declared our first class function. So what will be the output? Because if you use normal function, you will call above that also, it will call. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then what will happen in first class functions if you will call above that? Means at the first line you have called that function and you have written it in 10th line.
Sir, they no get output because
Why?
uh, because they works for it works as functional scope.
No, I think you didn't got my question. Okay, we'll see this question later. Okay, when
Okay,
we
sir.
share screen. Okay. So tell me, how many types of data types are there in JavaScript?
There are two data types in JavaScript: primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Primitive data types, there are 5 types: number, string, boolean, undefined, and null. And in non-primitive data types, there are 3 types: object, array, function.
Okay. What is object?
Where we can store multiple relational data in the form of key and value pair, which is separated by colon, is known as object.
And how will we delete a object?
By using delete keyword.
Okay. What is a string?
For textual data, which is in inverted colon and
Okay.
double inverted comma.
Okay. And how do we calculate the length of a string?
By using string.length property.
Okay. And if I want to find a index of any character, then which method should I use?
Index of
Okay. What is the difference between first index of and last index of?
first index and last index.
Yes.
Sir, last index always written less than 1. First index starts from 0 and last index always written less than 1.
This is not my question. Okay, fine. So tell me, what is the difference between slice, substring, and sub-str?
Sorry, sir, I didn't work for it.
Okay. What is slice? Do you know what is slice?
Yes, sir. Slice is used to cut the specific part of an array.
Can we use slice on string?
Yes, sir.
Can we use?
Slice on string.
Yes.
No, sir.
we can use. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, what is array?
Array which stores multiple data on the basis of square bracket.
Okay. And how do we calculate the length of array?
Array dot length property.
Okay. Why push and pop is used?
Sir, push is used to add the element at last index, and pop is used to remove the element from last index.
And why we use shift and unshift?
A shift is used to remove the first element at the index, and unshift is used to add the first element.
Okay. And if I want to delete or add at the any position or any index of an array, then which method we should use?
Sir, can you repeat?
Yes. So as you said, push and pop will work with last index, correct? And
Yes,
shift
sir.
and unshift will work with first index. So if I
Yes, sir.
want to delete an element at the fourth index, okay, which is at the
Yes, sir.
middle of an array, so which method we should use?
By using splice property. Splice.
Is splice is a property or method?
Slice is not a property.
Splice.
No, splice is not a method.
Is it a property?
Sir, actually it is a method, not a property.
Yes, correct. Okay. So can you explain me about splice?
Yes, sir. Splice is used to cut the middle, and there are three methods in a splice. First is index number. Second is elements which we want to delete, and third is elements which we want to add.
Okay. Okay. So why we use includes method?
Sorry, sir, I didn't work for it.
Okay. What is math in JavaScript?
It is inbuilt in JavaScript. It is inbuilt object in JavaScript.
Okay. And what are the properties and methods? Some properties and methods math will provide. Do you know any properties or methods of math?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes. Okay, tell
Math.
me. Okay, yes.
Yes, sir.
So why we use math.random?
For finding the random numbers between 0 to 1, and with any number, for finding the random numbers. Random is used.
Yes. Okay. And what is the math.floor is used for? Math.floor method.
Mat.floor is used nearest integer value.
Nearest integer value. Okay. But greater or lesser?
Sir, lesser.
Okay. How do we print current timestamp?
Current time
Current
by
timestamp.
using by current time, na sir.
Current timestamp.
Sorry, sir, I didn't work for it.
Okay. What is the difference between local time and UTC time?
Local time is 12-hour time.
Okay, you can read this question after the interview. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. What is DOM?
Document object model.
How many selectors are there in DOM?
Query selector. Class selector. Tag name selector. Sorry, sir.
Okay. Okay. So what is a HTML collection?
So various types of HTML elements is known as HTML collection.
Okay. And okay. Fine. So what is traversing?
I didn't. Sorry, sir, I didn't work for it.
Okay. Can you just share your screen?
Yes, sir. Is it visible, sir?
Oh, not now. No. Can you share one more time? Ah, yes. Now it's visible. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So what you have to do is you have to print the even numbers from 1 to 10.
Yes. Ah. 1 to 10, na sir?
10. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Even numbers. Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hi, yes. Ashwini, one more time, share your screen. I
Okay.
can't. Okay.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. No, no, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay, fine. I will share you one array. Okay,
Okay, sir.
copy that.
Okay.
I have shared you in text. Okay, remove that message. Eighth at the eighth line message is there now. Eighth line, line number 8. Remove that message. So you have to write a generic function, write a
Okay.
question, write a generic function for which write a generic function which takes company category as an argument and prints that company details from the company's array. Okay, so you have to write a generic function which takes company name like software, hardware, and it will print that object total. Okay.
Okay. Only one object, no, sir.
Yes, it will means if you have given software, then it will print the 11th line whole its information. Company name, company to category software started, when it is started, when it is ended. Okay. Okay. Means it will print that array, object. If I passed in that finance, so which one will be printed? Finance, last one, last.
First,
Oh yes,
first
first
one.
and last one. Two will be printed. Two components. Okay. Yes. You can take your time. Okay.
Okay. Hello, sir.
Yes. Here all the
Sorry, sir.
components will be printed. You have
Hmm.
written wrong for each. F is capital in your for each. Okay. Now all the companies will be printed, company names you can see.
Yes. Mm.
But from that you have to find only the ELE. You can try for 2 minutes. You can go step by
Okay,
step. Okay, Ashwini, you can try after the interview this question. Okay.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So we end your interview here. So do you have any questions for me?
No, sir. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Good luck.
Okay, sir.